Topic 5.3, Solving a Simpler Problem. We're going to take a word problem, break it up into smaller parts, solve some problems within the problem to get the answer to the problem. No problem. Alright, for our examples, let's just say you live 5 blocks from school. So what unit of measure are we going to be using to determine that distance? That's right, blocks. So that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 blocks from school. Now, of course, this is a much shorter route going in a straight line, but you're not going to cut through people's yards. So just know that when we're talking blocks, we're talking about going up, down, across, like north, east, south, and west. Let's take a look at a problem here. Hans walked from his home 3 blocks west and 2 blocks north to the hardware store. Then he walked 5 blocks west and 3 blocks north to the supermarket. How far away is Hans's home from the supermarket? See if you can solve that. Pause it for a moment if you need to, and then come back and we'll talk about how to break this up into smaller parts. Did you see how to break this up? And we'll figure out how far it is to the hardware store, and then how far it is to the supermarket, and then add those together, and that will tell us how far away it is from Hans's home. So if we take the 3 plus the 2 blocks to the hardware store, that's 5 blocks. And then to the supermarket we have, 5 blocks and 3 blocks to give us 8 blocks. So the total distance away from Hans's home would be 13 blocks. I'm curious if anybody even drawed it out. So let's just say, here's home. And he went 3 blocks west, and then 2 blocks north to get there. And then 5 blocks west, and then 3 blocks north to the supermarket. And then adding those two up, we get 8, and these 2, 5. 8 plus 5 equals 13. Or maybe you just added them all up, one after another. Many ways to solve a problem. Let's go ahead and try a word problem on your own. You're going to have to listen to this. Maybe rewind it. You may want to use a little scratch paper too. Here goes. So Kyle walked 7 blocks east to get to school. Then he walks to the sports field, which is 5 blocks north of the school, for practice. Then after practice he walks back to the school and then 2 blocks east to get to his cousin's house. So how far does Kyle walk in all? Careful, there's a trick in there. Put your answer in the form below. Then, for the second question, I want you're going to actually write a word problem that can be solved using these expressions. Remember, these are going to be smaller parts of a problem to make one big problem. See if you can include 3 plus 7 in some way, with 11 plus 2, and then 10 plus 13. See if you can come up with one problem to write. We'll see you in class in the morning.